Hey, what's up? In this video we will be talking about every single cut Flood form from Halo that I could find. I digged really deep for this video, so hopefully there's some things that you didn't know about. First off, we have probably the most recognizable form, the Flood Juggernaut. It was originally intended to be released in Halo 2, and in actual fact it is found pretty much intact in the game files, that people have been able to get it working in Halo 2 through mods. They would stand incredibly tall at 5.48 meters, which is about twice as tall as our Spartan, and would use their two massive tentacles to flare around and attack the player. It did, however, make an appearance in the Halo arcade game Fireteam Raven, so it's technically no longer cut. Next up, we have the shielded Flood carriers. This is likely jackals that had been turned into Flood while keeping their energy shield intact. It does look a little bit funny how it's placed on them, with their arms just phasing through. It could have been interesting to see though, making it much harder to take down the carrier forms. With the amount of times carriers killed me from exploding when I turn around a corner, this would have been deadly. Sticking with Halo 2, we had the Flood Hulk. Something that not a lot of people would have known about, the Flood Hulk is shown here in early storyboards for a cut mission known as Forerunner Tank. They kind of look similar to the cut Halo 1 enemy, the Sharkoi, but like 5 to 6 times bigger. This would probably be extremely hard to take down, but in the panels it shows that everyone collectively fired upon it and it goes down in mere moments, but still a really interesting design. Moving on to Halo 3, we have the barely documented Flood Infection Banger. On the mission Cortana, there's a creature tag for this form. While no model can be loaded, it is said to look pretty identical to the original Infection, except that it explodes like a plasma grenade when it is popped. The following 3 Flood are cut pure form variants featured in the Art of Halo 3 book. We had the Flood Infector form. These are a 3-legged form that can shoot the spores of their body as an attack and also regenerate after a few seconds of being hurt. Its spores are also able to attach and infect vehicles that can be used and controlled by the Gravemind in combat. The Flood Stealth form was the only pure form Flood to be able to use weapons as seen with a plasma rifle. They excelled in the art of stealth to defeat their enemies. It is unknown if they could use some kind of active camouflage, or possibly they were made quiet with their tower-like feet, which made them seem like they were almost floating. And finally for Halo 3 we had the Transport form. It was to be 4-legged and huge, similar in scale to a Scorpion tank with a large mouth and several sweeping tentacles that can grab enemies and ingest them and spit them out into combat variants. Another interesting thing is this would allow other Flood to ride atop of it. And just to end this video up, we have some concept art from various games that was eventually changed into what we know the Flood to look like today. And that's that. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, like, comment and subscribe, and also check out our Ko-fi page for further support, it is very much appreciated. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time for more Halo cut content and game facts.